Hi, my name is Joanna. Here I am for another episode, a special episode of Thinking Out Loud, and I wanted to dedicate this episode to breast cancer awareness. Today is Getpinkd Day, so we want everyone to wear pink just to, send out some awareness about breast cancer and breast screening. I got this idea. I don't think it's her idea, but I mean, she's a big driving force behind that. Great endorser for this by Michelle Smith of JA Nursing and Consulting Services. She does an amazing job of promoting health services and promoting community awareness. And so she's got this, huge campaign going on. Buy your button for $5 and help put towards this cause of breast cancer awareness. And so, yeah, you know what? Every one of us out there will probably know somebody who will be diagnosed with breast cancer, a female more particularly than anybody else, than any other cancer that we'll know. That's how prevalent breast cancer is. Caught in the early stages is completely treatable, but it comes with awareness and people, men and women alike, okay, knowing how to screen themselves for it. So I'm not going to show you how to do a breast cancer screening here, but because I'm not going to fill out my breast on YouTube for you guys to see. But basically, that being said, there is a way of doing this. There's so much brochures out there. There's so much information out there. If you inbox me and you want me to send you some stuff, I will. Also, Michelle Smith from JA Nursing and Consulting, if you hit her up on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, she as well will be able to send you out some information about how to do this properly. Women should be doing this. I do mine really frequent. I do it before my period starts. I do it during my period. I do it after my period. I do it in the shower when I'm standing. I do it when I lie down in my bed. Guess what? It's my body, and I want to know my body inside out. And I believe that everybody should take the time to get to know their body inside out. It's yours. Fill it up as much as you want. No pun intended, but you know what I mean. You need to be aware so that you know, because again, the minute you catch it in the early days, is the better off for you. Make sure you're doing your regular checkups with your family doctors so that they will know when is the right time to send you to actually go for the the mammogram. It's not the funnest test, but it's not a very painful test, and it's not an invasive test, and it will definitely answer all the questions that you need to know in terms of the likelihood of anything starting growing there. So it is very important for you to go out there and ensure that you're screening. You're doing a personal screening at home. You're always screening. Any abnormal changes, make sure you're in the mirror, you're looking, you're feeling, you're touching. Get to know your body. It's yours, okay? And if there's any changes at all, as a healthcare advocate, I will tell you straight, write things down. Because the minute you sit in a doctor's office and he starts flying all these questions to you, or he asks you very generally, okay, what's going on? You will forget what was it, the exact details of what you want, and then you get the doctor in a position of guessing what's wrong with you, as opposed to you having a detailed written out idea of what's going on and what your concerns are, okay? So any changes, anything different, write down the date, write down the change, write down whether it's left breast, right breast, color, size, that type of thing, okay? And make sure that he knows. Now, when I was saying that everybody knows someone, so I have been fortunate to be able to know someone. I'm not going to mention her name because I never got her permission to do so. But I mean, she's my breast cancer warrior. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and she championed it. She championed it. She went through it, and she is a survivor. And she is free of cancer now. And it was a really scary time for her family. And she made me proud. We carry the same last name. That's the most I'm going to tell you. We carry the same last name, but that my last name, for a whole lot of reasons you'll read in the book, I'm always alluding to my book, but for a whole lot of reasons, I wasn't always proud of the last name that I had because I didn't really know the meaning of where it came from. And she is one of the few females in that side of the family that showed me the stoicism and the bravery attached to that name. She was so stoic and she was so brave when she was going through that entire thing that she made me so proud to be able to have that last name, for us to share the last name. It was a very scary time, but she didn't cry about it, and she never let anybody make her feel bad about it. And she never make anyone feel like, okay, this is the end. Just on what I'm saying, she caught it early. She knew what all the risks were. She knew what she had to do treatment wise, and she made sure she wasn't gonna let that big C come into the way of her life and take away the time she has with her family. And for that, I didn't bring your name up, and I'm not going to say your name, but I want you to know personally, I'm so proud of how well you championed your way through it. Trust me, you make me proud to carry the last name Grant. But other than that, for all the other survivors out there, congratulations. You are a great role model and a great, what's the word I want to say? An example of how you can champion through all these things. And go out there, share, let people know the importance of screening, because I'm sure whether you found it or the doctor found it, some kind of screening took place for you to be able to have discovered it, to then move over, so to move on, to be able to treat it and to survive it. For all the people that have passed because of it, rest in peace. Sleep in sweet paradise. It's unfortunate that you had to go, but hopefully, your death wasn't in vain, and we are all here trying to do the research so that nobody else falls to the same fate as you did. Okay? Thank you so much for my special episode on Thinking Out Loud, and I will talk to you guys soon.